Okay, what we're going to be making is our own homemade fondant icing. For this, we're going to need a bag of powdered sugar and a bit of grease, a bit of water, and some mini marshmallows, okay? To start it off, it's a really simple recipe. We want to grease everything. I grease my, and our mixer, you want to use your hook attachment, and you want to grease the hook attachment, and you want to grease the bowl, as well as this bowl. It's a microwave safe bowl. Because we are going to be microwaving these marshmallows. Okay, so put these in here. My marshmallows are already sticking to everything, of course. Curse the humidity. Or the heat, or whatever. So we just throw these all in the bowl. Okay. Now you add in 2 tablespoons of water. Okay. Now we microwave this on high for 1 minute. Okay. If it's not done, you just give it like in 30-second increments after that. But mine usually does it in a minute. We're going to fast forward. Okay. Now. Our marshmallows are good and melted. Just make sure to stir them up, make sure that everything's all liquefied. And then we just pour it right in the mixer. I've also got this spatula. I grease that too. Okay? So we have our hook attached. Also I put half of this, about 3 cups of sugar, the powdered sugar sifted, in here already. Okay, start off low. Basically what's going to happen here, it starts out really, really super sticky, but as the marshmallow soaks up the sugar, right, it gets less and less slippery. I'm going to do this for a minute or two. I'm going to fast forward to that. Okay, now we've had this going for a few minutes. I've turned it up pretty high. I mean, I didn't turn it up high. I mean, had it going for a little bit. Now you see here, it's still a little bit sticky, and it's crumbling apart. This is good. We just want to add a little more sugar. This is sort of an organic process. You can't really tell exactly how much sugar it needs until you're absolutely done. Okay. That's what happens when you go too fast, too quickly. I'm going to let that incorporate and we'll fast forward. Okay, now it's getting there. It's almost done. It's a little bit still, like, you know, not completely done yet. Still a little bit sugary here. I mean, a little bit sticky. Just do that. We're going to add in a color. This is going to be orange. I'm making a pumpkin. Okay, so we just go like this, rub it off. This is actually the gel color, orange. Just want to put a little bit in because a little bit of this stuff goes a long, long way. I'm also going to reserve just a little tiny bit. There we go. Now you'll be amazed at how fast that turns into fondant. Okay, we're going to let that go for a few more minutes, and we'll be back. And here we go. It's pretty much at the end. No longer sticky. Well, little tiny bit sticky, but nothing insurmountable. You can touch it without having to worry about. Basically, like like Play-Doh. That's what you're going for. It's orange because I'm making pumpkins, but you can dye yours whatever color you want. Leave it white, whatever. Well, there you go. And that is how to make homemade fondant. And as okay, now we're going to move on to the next part and making our pumpkin cake. Okay, now we want to. I've already made some fondant. I've made a nice orange here, and I made a little bit of black for the eyes and whatnot. Okay, so I want to make sure that's nice. Ooh, I'm picking up a bit of black from the dye from the thing. Ooh, that's the food coloring from the... it's on my hands. That's where it's coming from. I got some black dye from making the black stuff. There we go. Some people use the cornstarch for it. I don't. I use the sugar. Okay, you want to roll this out so it's about the thickness of a nickel. Remember, you want to make sure it doesn't stick, but you don't want to add too much. I need to get one of those Silpat things. Don't worry if you get a lot of sugar on the outside, because that will go away. And this is by far not the most ideal rolling pin, but I loaned it to my sister. And I haven't seen my rolling pin since. Actually, this reminds me. I should actually teach you a trick. If you have no rolling pin, and you need a rolling pin, in a pinch, you can use a wine bottle. Like so. Like I say, you want to keep moving it around so it doesn't stick. I spilled a little bit of water there. The black specks in the food coloring are showing a bit, but that'll actually be not so bad. There we go. And voila! Yeah. Oh. What we do is we just roll her up like so. Take our cake in. And just roll it over like so. Ooh. And there we go. Okay, let's just readjust.